Well, I'm not going on my knees, I'm not gonna pop out a ring. I'm not proposing to wed you, but girl, to be your best friend. A ring can't keep a man faithful, a baby won't make him stay, but having him as your best friend will keep your marriage in place. I wanna keep you hella close, and dating you's not the closest. Being your friend is true dope, but being best friend's the dopest. Talking till 2 a.m. every night and day. Going for ice cream in the morning, I'm in 12 a.m. Not in this for a year, unless the groom visits me in a year. Friends seem to come and go, but best friends stick through night suns and tears. Our relationship's like a car, relent and let Jesus steer. Friends that stick closer than brothers, we call these people best friends. And baby, I wanna be yours, screw temporary forever. We'll fight the devil together, one breaker calls, we say never. I must admit that I made promises to people before. Broken promises led to friendships being abandoned and lost. Sometimes neither have done wrong, the two just drift apart. I'm thinking of my bro Griff and my lady Honor, we gone. When you can't handle the heat, they say get out of the kitchen, but girl, we'll stay till we burn. This is that Roman and Jules. I mean, we like the same food, pizza, cheese, more pizza, and I mean, we like the same drink, wine, more wine, please fill up my I love the things that we do. When I say always and you, say Mr. Sunshine forever. And when we make an agreement, we don't say yes, only done. Our friendship goes beyond the grave, so it will never be done. I hope you know that I love you. I hope you know that I'm there. Whenever tears wanna fall, telling you, baby girl, don't be scared. Hello, my name is Ronald Peterson, also known as the 97. I'm a rapper, I'm an author, I'm an entrepreneur. It is my desire and my job, I believe, to write raps, make music, sell it, write books, sell it, and sell stuff. I know exactly why I am here. That's a bold and that's an amazing statement. That's why today we'll be talking about finding your why. Being able to be or becoming so confident that you can stand in front of a group of people and tell them that I know exactly why I am here. I'm a rapper, I'm an author, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm trying to use these gifts of mine in order to change not the world, but to change worlds. 3 things that I want you to think about. Number 1, we can't live without learning. We can't live without knowing more about the world that we live in. We can't live without learning more about the environment we find ourselves in. We can't live without learning more about ourselves, the people around us. And as we grow older, the desire to learn increases, or the topics of what we want to know increases and becomes bigger. And living is not just existing. Living is finding out or gathering information, asking questions and receiving answers to those questions. The second thing I want you to think about is this: asking why. And that's how we learn, by asking why, by asking questions, which gives us answers. But asking why leads to answers, which leads to purpose. If you ask why enough, it will eventually lead you towards why you exist, why you are on this earth. Number 3, life is meaningless without a mission. If you don't have a purpose, if you don't know what your purpose is, you don't have a mission, you don't know what you are here to do, you don't know how to function. And a purposeless life is no life at all. I can assure you of that. Now, how will you find your why? Let's look at finding your why. Number 1, you need to realize first of all that the greatest desire you have as a human being is being joyful. Joy is your greatest desire. Every single thing we do in this life, we do because we want to be happy. And in a sense, that answers the question, right? Finding your why you do things, is to be happy, it's to be joyful. Everything you do to be happy. I would even go so far as to say that people who commit suicide do so to escape sadness. So indirectly, they are doing it to be happy. They are killing themselves to escape a depression or a sadness, and indirectly they are doing it so that they can have joy, because they believe that they will have joy if they have escaped the sadness. So every single thing you do to be happy. Now some of you might say, now why do we put ourselves through strenuous stuff like, let's say, exercising? It's because the end result of, or the objective towards putting yourself through the strenuous time is to have joy at the end of the day by having an amazing body. So at the end of it all, we do everything we do in order to be joyful. So that answers your why actually. You do everything you do in order to be happy. That's the greatest thing you strive for in life. People get money in order because they believe that if I have money, I will be happy. And it does provide us with the temporal joy, but that's why we do it. Now listen, the second thing you need to do in finding your why is realizing tragedy. So you want to be joyful, but here's the thing. Your heart will devour anything in the pursuit of joy. Your heart will devour anything in the pursuit of joy. You will go into relationships in order to be happy. You will get money in order to be happy. You will get material things in order to be happy. You will give to other people in order to be happy. You will sacrifice things in your life in order to be happy. But here's the crazy thing. The size of eternity, your heart, and the money, the relationships, the people, the material things, all those things cannot fill eternity. It simply falls through. So your why is joy, but the tragedy is that nothing temporal can fulfill you because your heart has an eternal gap inside of it. The third thing you need to realize in finding your why is transcendence. Do you remember Maslow's hierarchy of needs? He added a category at the end of his life, right at the top, and he said that our greatest need, our highest need is the desire for something else outside of ourselves that's greater than us. Something that transcends us as human beings. And here's the truth. All of us have a desire for something bigger than us.